Imagine living in a time when prisons did not exist. If someone committed a crime, they weren't locked away for years. Instead, punishments were immediate: fines, exile, forced labor, or even death. So, when did the idea of locking someone in a building as punishment begin? Who built the first prison? And why did societies decide that confinement was the answer to crime? The story of prisons takes us deep into the history of ancient civilizations and the evolution of justice. In the earliest human societies, justice was swift and direct. Civilizations like ancient Egypt, Greece, and Rome did not originally use prisons as we do. Instead, punishment often included public beatings, heavy fines, slavery or forced labor, or banishment from society. Prisons were rarely used as long-term punishment. They were mainly used to hold people temporarily before trial or execution. One of the earliest recorded prisons was the Mamertine prison in Rome, built around the 7th century BCE. Located beneath the streets of Rome, the prison was dark, cold, and underground. Prisoners were lowered inside through a hole in the ceiling and often kept there until their punishment was carried out. Unlike modern prisons, the Mamertine was not designed for rehabilitation. It was simply a place to contain prisoners before their fate was decided. As civilizations grew larger, maintaining order became more difficult. Leaders needed a way to hold criminals, political enemies, and prisoners of war. During the Middle Ages, castles and fortresses often contained dungeon cells used to imprison criminals and political rivals. But the modern prison system began to develop much later, in the 1700s and 1800s, as reformers argued for rehabilitation. One influential model was the Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia, opened in 1829. This prison introduced the idea that prisoners should reflect on their crimes. From this came the word penitentiary, meaning a place for regret. Today, prisons exist in nearly every country. Modern systems focus on a mix of punishment, public safety, and rehabilitation. While conditions vary widely, the core idea remains: separating individuals who break the law from society for a period of time. From dark underground cells in ancient Rome to modern facilities, prisons are central to how societies deal with crime. The history of prisons reminds us that justice systems are constantly evolving, shaped by culture, law, and changing ideas about fairness. Here on Past and Present Tales, we explore stories that connect history to our world. If you could live in any historical era, which would it be? Tell us in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more journeys through the past and present.